He was caught in a store cupboard with B. Smith.
Yes, I remember now.
It's not funny, Mr. Andrews. That sort of thing is very bad for discipline.
Well, it's not too far removed from what we're suggesting now, is it? Why not lift the ban on Ken Pierce? If you give some of them visiting rights and not the others, the scheme will look like it's just another way of keeping them in line.
Well, that's precisely what it is. Well, don't look so shocked. The women have to learn that if they behave, they'll be rewarded. That's how society works. We have to teach them that. It's called rehabilitation.
Well, you paint a pretty sordid picture of it.
But an accurate one. What we have to decide is whether to allow Ken Pierce to visit or not.
Well, you know what I think. Lift the ban.
Yes, that probably would be quicker that way. But he's got to be restricted to interview room visits only, no contact visits. If Smith objects, I don't think the rest of the women will support her.
And if they do, you can ban their visiting rights. Is that what you're getting at?
Precisely. I want to talk to them before they go to lunch.
We could fix that shed up ourselves, you know. We don't need B. Smith's help.
No, but you know what she'd do if that happens. I don't fancy getting thumped.
She can't thump all of us, can she? Anyway, a lot of women want that scheme to work.
Well, I think we should wait and see what the screws do.
Oh, yeah? What if they don't give in?
I don't know.
Well, I do. If I can't get Elizabeth back in here because of her, I'm gonna...
Attention, everybody. Switch the television off, please. I understand Mr. Andrews has explained the new schemes we are implementing.
Has he told you what we thought?
Quiet, Smith, until I've finished. As I was saying, what Mr. Andrews may not have made clear is the importance of these schemes, not only to you, but also to the men and women in other prisons who may have the same opportunities if our scheme works. Participating in these schemes is a privilege. Now, some of you may think you have no privileges to lose. So, in order to be perfectly fair, I'm lifting all existing bans on visitors. Of course, only husbands and de factos will be allowed private visits. The rest will be restricted to visits in the interview room and garden, as before. Now, are there any questions? You were saying something, Smith?
I was just going to volunteer to help decorate the shed, Mrs. Davidson.
I'm sure that would be perfectly in order.
Chrissy, you got any spares?
That's it, is it? I'm glad I won't be using it.
You could have a few old girlfriends, couldn't you?
Oh, come on, girls.
Sorry. Sorry, Mrs. M. Not exactly the Windsor Hotel, is it?
Depends what you want.
Yeah. Oh, poo. What's in here? Bloody mess.
Well, you can always make it presentable with a bit of work. You can't expect to have everything laid on, you know.
Well, there's not much room for furniture.
All you need's a double bed.
All the furniture will be coming from inside the prison, so there'll be no double beds.
Well, we could use that divan that used to be in the nursery.
Yes, you probably could. Bea, could you organise the women, please? You'll have to get all this stuff and move it back into the main storeroom. And then I want a couple of women to help the men put up the fence.
Yeah, okay. Chrissy and Hazel, you can give a hand with the fence.
Oh,
Why us?
Because I said so.
I'll leave it to you to arrange it amongst yourselves.
Well, go on.
What can I do, Bea?
Well, it's a matter of using your special talents, Lizzie. We need to acquire a few things to make this place livable. You can get with it, Jude.
Oh, no, I can carry some things.
Not with your ticky account. Dorian and I'll do the heavy work. There'll be enough heart strain in this place later on.
Come on, love. Let's see what we can find.
Okay, nimble fingers.
Okay, let's get at it.
Well, I can't see why we're working so hard to make this place look good. We won't have anybody visiting us here.
I don't know. With all these visits and the unscented mail and the women getting their kids in here, we should get something out of it, even if it isn't exactly what the screws had in mind. Come on, start taking this up outside. Oh, sorry. Oh, yuck. You know, I'm almost glad I haven't got anyone to visit me in here.
This'll look smart, huh?
Beauty.
I'll take this, eh?
Yeah, great. Oh, needs a bit of water, huh?
How is everything?
Marvellous. It's amazing what they can achieve when they want to.
Yeah, that's it. Bit higher up on the left. That's got it. Looks great. Oh, g'day, Mrs. Davidson.
Smith? Oh, you have done well. It certainly didn't take long. Oh, that's a nice table lamp. It's just like the one I have in my office.
Yeah, just something like that.
Yes, amazing resemblance. Well, it looks as though we're ready to have our first visitor. Would you inform anyone who's interested? They can make application after the morning roll call tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, carry on.
Bloody Lizzie, you almost ruined everything. Pinching Mrs. Davidson's lamp, really?
Well, I had to because there wasn't anything else.
Could I have a word with you, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, of course.
I've spoken to the department, and they do run a course for welfare officers. Usually it takes 3 months, but with your university credits and your experience in here, you should get away with about a week's familiarization course.
Does that mean they'd accept me?
Well, I haven't asked them specifically, but with the difficulty they have in finding suitable people, I'm sure you won't have any trouble.
That's terrific.
I'm not so sure.
Well, how do you mean? Oh, means you'll have to find a replacement for me. Look, I won't leave until you have.
Well, it's not that, although that will be difficult enough. I'm not sure that you are taking this job for the right reasons. You know what the women are like, and if they suspect for 1 minute that you're taking this job to spend more time with Bob, then they'll make your life hell.
Well, they're not exactly making it heaven for me now.
No, but if you're running away, welfare work is not the answer. Think about it anyway.
Martini?
Thanks. What's all this?
Oh, I just thought we'd have a quiet dinner at home.
Meg, don't you think you're carrying this thing a bit far? I mean, I apologized this morning. I know you're a perfect wife. You don't have to prove it.
I like that. Go to all this trouble and this is all the thanks I get.
Well, I don't want you knocking yourself about. I know how hard you work at the prison all day.
Maybe not for much longer.
What do you mean?
I took your advice. Asked about a job in social work. Apparently they'd be overjoyed to have me.
Meg, that's marvelous.
Now, just a minute. It may not happen. Erica thinks I shouldn't take the job.
Well, of course, she'd say that. She doesn't want to lose you.
She thinks it might be harder than the one I'm already doing.
Will you be wearing uniform?
No.
Will you be involved in riots?
No.
Locking people up?
No.
Carrying guns?
No, of course not.
Then it can't be harder, can it?
Then you think I should apply? I take it that means yes?
Yes?
I want to make an application for a conjugal visit, please, miss.
Name?
Hazel Kent.
I know your name. I want to know the name of the visitor.
Oh, George. George Goscombe.
Why's the name Kent?
We're not married. He's my de facto.
I hope you can prove that.
We've got 2 kids. Is that good enough?
Then why aren't you married? You know what that makes the children, don't you?
That's none of your bloody business.
Any insolence, Kent, and you won't get any sort of visitor.
Sorry, Miss Bennett.
That's better. I'll fill that out and bring it straight back. Oh, Latham, well, who have you been living with?
Nobody. I want to apply to get Elizabeth back.
That scheme hasn't been approved yet.
Well, I want my application ready for when it is.
You've left a space where it says father's name.
Elizabeth ain't got a father.
Yes, Birdsworth?
I want to see Sid.